Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back and welcome back. So guys, I recently came back from Colombia. Um, a couple of weeks ago, I received a phone call from my nephew. He was crying because he was very sad of the situation that my mom is losing her memory very fast. So I felt like I needed to go to Colombia. It was a fast trip. I just booked the ticket and I just went to Colombia and checked on her. And yes, to be honest, being in there and living it, like just I see my mom and I don't see many changes unless I see like some patterns that it's Alzheimer, or I don't know, because she's the first person I know that has Alzheimer. But she repeats so many things, the same thing. uh, she forget things in like 30 minutes, an hour. But there is something that it actually caught my attention even more, but now that I'm here back in America, is that recently something happened. I was doing so great with her, like I went there and I brought medicine for her, like vitamins, and I did some juices and things, trying to, I wanted to film it, but to be honest, sometimes when I'm so busy and like trying to focus on her, I don't have the time to actually set up cameras and do to show you guys a little bit more deep into this. Um, but the funny thing, not the funny thing, is now that I'm here, something happened, um, and I'm responsible for that. But my mom lived with one of my siblings. He's the oldest. He is almost 50 years old. He still live with her. Everybody else is out of the house. There are like two, like one niece, one nephew, and their kids. But they normally go there, and sometimes they stay there. And maybe I'm talking too much and getting into too much details about my family, but I feel like sometimes if you guys are going through something like that, you can feel a little bit identified by these situations, because Alzheimer really sucks. And the thing is, she lived with this brother, and growing up with him and with my mom was not easy. She was very strong with me in a way, like she said many mean, like very mean things to me, and my brother too. They treat me in many occasions really bad. And my mom has the same, like, well, not to me at this point, right? She has more respect right now for me than before. But she talks to my niece in the same way that she used to talk to me. And I don't like that, because I feel like I know that she has Alzheimer, but that does not give you the right, like you can't separate, the past with the present. And it's eating me inside, because I feel like I wanted to do more. Like, I was talking to her every day since I got here. I was telling her, did you take your pills, your vitamins, your all that stuff I gave her? And then suddenly, my niece was staying in there because she had to give her apartment back, and she was staying with them. And then suddenly my brother just decided like to kick her out of the house, of my mother's house. And I know it's so much drama, but I'm going through something with this, because I feel like I wanna express myself and things that I sometimes I can't say it. And this is like my confessionary. So he kicked her out, her to her and to my nephew too. Like, he's 50, and plus my father is the one who pays rent. My father is the one who pays food. I send money, and I don't know if my other siblings does, but I know I send money every month, and I do send good money. And as for her, and what I hear is she just save it and she just put it away, and because of her Alzheimer, she hide the wallet, because we live in a house when things were like missing all the time. I got robbed so many times in my house that, so it's like I feel like it's hard. It's a loop. I feel like you're going to my family, and being in there is like a loop, like a never ending from my past, that you just want to move forward from that, and it's impossible to do. And he there to kick them out. So I got very upset, because when I was there, my niece, she took care of me. She was amazing. She put eyelashes, the nail. She's amazing, and she took care of me in all ways. She even did my laundry. She didn't have to, but she did it. Like, she was such a sweet girl, and she is, and her brother too. Both of them, they're living in there because their mom is here. in America. So they are alone. They're 20, 23. So they're, for me, they're very young, you know. And when I heard that my brother started messing with them and calling them names and kicking them out of my parents' house, I got very upset and I sent him a message. And I sent a really strong message. Like I said, don't mess with them. What the heck is wrong with you? But this is directly with him. And we know what happened with my mom. She can get very angry, and I feel like she wants to protect this guy so much. I don't know, like he's a toddler, and it's absurd. And I feel like he takes advantage of her. And I'm gonna say it because I feel like he takes advantage of her, because he knows that she's not doing well. And then when I sent him that message, he went and talked to her and told her that I sent him a message. And of course, I called my mom, but in a way that, like, I want her to understand, like, we are six siblings. He's the oldest, and all of us, the five of us, agree that he is not doing any good to my mom. Like, she have to hide her wallet. Sometimes she doesn't remember how much money she has. He keep asking her money all the time, like borrow money, and who knows how much. And he thinks that he helps when he doesn't help at all. And of course, he's gonna stay there because, mama's hotel mama is the best. And I'm sorry I've been talking shit about, but I'm so upset. Like, I wanted to do this video because I feel like I want you guys to get to know me a little bit. I feel like I'm showed this strong personality on social media, but inside, like, I wanted to post that other video when I received the phone call. I was crying, but I'm here and I'm now, and I want to be a strong. I feel like so many people depend on me to be a strong, but to be honest, I get devastated, and I get like, all of this is affecting me because right now I'm not talking with my mom. She chose Heis and she chose him. Who knows what he said? And when I was talking with my mom that day that I called her, she was asking him question like, what last time someone stole something for his car, and he asked me the favor to pay for it, and I did. And I said, but that money, just give it to my mom. And he didn't do it, and he didn't say that to my mom. So with that big fight that happened, that my mother remembers. So right now, my mother is not talking with my father. My father is planning on leaving, and he was the only one who was actually taking care of her and handling her mood and her fighting every day, and like, and they're the three of them. And now that my niece and nephew cannot be there, so I'm concerned. I don't know what's gonna happen. My father wants to move to a different city. He's not doing well. He's an 80-year-old man, and he's supposed to be resting. Same like her. They shouldn't be dealing with any stupid situation that with their kids, because we are adults right now. Right now, we're supposed to have our life figured out. Like, I was kicked out of my house when I was 15 years old, and I've been on my own since then. And my life and everything that I did in my life, I did it away from my family, and I wanted independence because I didn't want to grow up in my family. Growing up with them was very hard. We went through a lot of situation that sometimes we didn't have to eat, many days without eating. My parents just leaving us in the house for many days when we were little. Like, I didn't grow up in a great environment. Like, I don't know how I became the woman that I became today. And even if some of you judge me for, like, who knows, whatever you guys have seen, but believe me, if you guys were to be on my shoe, like, I would be lost, to be honest, in the environment I grew up. But I was able to survive, and I'm doing better now, and I feel like I'm doing better, and I want to help my parents even more. But like, I just sent her and my mother some coconut oil that she was supposed to be taking, and now she's not taking the vitamins I gave her. She's not doing anything. And so my thing is, like, I feel like my brother is taking advantage of her, and he's not even helping her. Like, he said that he loved her, but that's not love, because at this point it has been like 8 days and she hasn't taken vitamins. Like, one thing doesn't have to do with the other one. Like, she can be mad at me, and I haven't called her, and I need to, but I just don't want her to be angry at me, even though last time we talked she was fine. But she said that she just wanted to live with my brother, and nobody's gonna help her anymore. And I don't know, I really don't know what to do. And what would you do with my case? What would you do if you have a mother that is going through this, and you are trying to do your best, but it's like it's impossible. They're not allowing me to do that. um, I I feel like I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back at the end of this year, and I just that is not gonna be a place. And it's every time I'm there, it's just I feel like it's you're trapped in a time where it's like the same yelling, the same fight, the same drama, and I want to focus on my son and my family, my husband, helping my siblings. I don't want to be trapped in this, but I can't abandon them. I can't abandon my father and I can't abandon my mom. And if I keep sending money, my brother is probably the one who's gonna take it or take advantage because he says that he helps, but he doesn't. So I've been dealing with the and I it's not easy and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm holding it, you know, I'm holding it. I have so many commitments in here, things that I need to do, but my head is there. And it's not fair. It's really not fair. But this is what happened, and this is why I went to Colombia. I really wanted to show a little bit more of Colombia. I did a photo shoot, uh, and then but I went with my mom when I was there. I went with my mom everywhere. There's so many things that happened. Like one time I took her to a restaurant, and she can't drink. She had bad drinks, and when she drinks, she gets very aggressive. So of course we went to a place, and she was like, "Yeah, I want a cocktail," and my heart was like, "God, stop! No, what am I supposed to do?" But I can't say no to her because she will make a big deal. Like believe me, and I don't want to have like trauma on the streets or in a public place and not knowing how to control it. So I ordered her a glass of wine, and gosh, one glass of wine. We took some pictures, and I said, "Let's go down." And so I stopped. We were in like La Calera, in an area in Bogota that is very beautiful. And then suddenly she starts saying like, "What are we doing in here? Like, why do we came here?" No, no, no. This is. And I was like, quiet, because I used to be a person who like answering back, and he was like, I was looking at my brother, and the brother I've been talking because he's the one driving, and I just didn't know how to react. And then I tried to play with her some board games, and she's very aggressive and sad and like like I know that she have a very hard childhood growing up because her mother was not good to her, and I feel like that way is the only way she knows, and that's the way she was with us as like the girls more than anybody. But it's so hard to accept it now. It's just part of this Alzheimer, and then you gotta accept something that you have to accept for so many years. And I'm not saying that my mom is bad. I feel like they tell you that you have to accept because you didn't know better. And I watch these videos of um, like accepting because she didn't have a better childhood growing up. But it's very hard. It's very hard to accept that when you were treated bad growing up. So I don't know what I want to do. I I feel like I'm gonna wait a little bit, but maybe waiting is not the best thing. But that's what happening. My life is like I feel like a part of my life is drama, and I'm trying to break from that because it's exhausting. It's been exhausting dealing with so much, and sometimes when I try to post things on social media, people go and attack you, and they don't even know what you're going through. But you gotta stay strong. And I'm just trying to keep my head up and trying just to do what is best, and trying to focus on my son's future and what we're gonna be doing next. But I wanted to share this with you guys. It's not easy to open myself this much, and even about my family, because it's not nice to be talking about anybody else. But if somebody else is going through the same and have done something different, or if any advice, you guys are welcome to comment down below. But thank you so much for hearing me. To be honest, I needed to just lay this out. Like, I needed this. I needed to say these things aloud and to maybe just let it out, because I don't think I talked to my siblings, but I talked to one of my siblings today, my sister, and I told her, like, because my brother blocked me and my mom doesn't talk to me. So just please just keep giving her the medicine, the vitamins, all the stuff that she was supposed to be taking, and put aside this drama and this situation. So, well, thank you guys for being here. Next time, I have a video coming up that I'm doing with my son. That's on the other side and the right side. There is a video coming up. I'm going to be doing two or three costumes. Axel wants to be Toad from Mario, so I'm doing this costume for him, and I'm gonna be doing other ones that I'm gonna be showing you guys. But stay tuned.